we would like to invite you to come to the Mall of America. We have 100 robes. We have this wonderful idea of sort of a anarchic Mormon tabernacle choir.
In the once sleepy town of Bloomington, Minnesota, a monument for the ages has risen with their own police force, an amusement park, a wedding chapel, and the first ever college campus built inside of a mall. Over 4 miles of storefront with more than 42 million visitors per year. That's more visits than to the Capitol, Mount Rushmore, the Grand Canyon, and Disneyland combined. Behold, the Mall of America.
We're going to spread the good gospel through Mall of America. We go back away from the product. Drive the money changers out of the temple this year. We are all ending up inside these super malls. These products are taking over our lives.
Should I just get up there?
To join us and many other Americans in saving Christmas from the Shopocalypse.
You guys gotta stop protesting or you're gonna have to leave, okay? Okay, well, you gotta walk off property, okay? You're not allowed to be on property.
We're just everywhere. You never know when we're gonna show up.
That's fine, but you can't be here today.
You gotta stop shopping. Your consumption's getting out of control. Hallelujah, I wasn't nice.
Try it now. It's never too late.
I'm sorry I yelled at you. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I get angry at police pretty easily.
We still face serious challenges, especially in places like Western Michigan where the slowdown hit hard. I understand that. That's why I'm going to keep working to help all sectors of our economy recover. We will not rest until every American who wants to work can find a job.
I have a lot of money, and I plan to keep my money, and Bush is just the guy that's letting me keep my money.
Some people really need it. Listen to me, y'all. Do things bad.
In this upcoming election, that if someone who doesn't have our corporate interests in mind takes office, then we might miss out on a lot of tax breaks. And those tax breaks have been good to us. I bought my 15th home this summer. And it's a big one.
Oh my God, 15.
Hey, yes indeed. Check that out. Check that out. Look at this. God bless America.
God bless America and God bless fire.
And God bless my money. God bless my money. Hallelujah. And Bush. Give me my money.
Look at Mary Rich.
I wrote a little song for today's occasion. This is how it goes. I know I don't sing very well, so I'm just going to speak it like it's a rhyme. I'm going to bust a rhyme here for y'all.
You probably rap it.
I'm a billionaire, and I say Bush is okay. You can work all night and even all day, and I'm just going to sit back and collect my pay. And when the tax man cometh, I might snicker or chuckle, because George W.'s made it so I don't have to tighten my buckle. And if the tax man cometh, I have no cause to curse, because George W.'s made sure that I don't have to open my purse. That's right, tax credits for the rich, means that you gotta pay the bill, not me. So what I'm saying is re-elect George W.B.
Amen.
Billionaires for Bush.
Amen.
Billionaires for Bush. Thank you. Amen. Hallelujah. Billionaires for Bush. Woo! It's sticky out here. Somebody get me a cold drink. Hey, somebody get me a cold drink over here. Thank you.
Go take the money and run. Go take the money and run. Go take the money and run. Go take the money and run.
A much bigger protest was happening out in cyberspace.
The New York Times, after Seattle, said there's a new superpower in the world. It's called the public. And so really, we're just developing the system whereby people can express. Electric hippies don't tell them what to say. We just provide a mechanism whereby they can say something.
Paul Motz, known on the net as DJ NZ, Electro Hippies, United Kingdom. Believes computers can liberate the masses. In late 1999, Electro Hippies claimed more than 400,000 people joined in virtual sit-ins during the Seattle protests. The action targets the World Trade Organization's website in an attempt to damage its public relations capacity.
They say if you can remember the classic sit-ins of the 60s and 70s, then you probably weren't there. But now hacktivist groups like Electro Hippies have taken the spirit of those times onto the internet. With what's called a virtual sit-in, masses of people using their home computers can collectively ping the website of a target corporation or institution and stop it from doing business online.
For quite a few hours during the WTO conference when we had our protest, you couldn't get to the WTO website. Your computer would endlessly wait and wait and wait for a response, and it never turned up. This isn't an action that's launched by one person cracking a computer. This takes 10,000 or 50,000 people. To make it effective, 10,000 or 50,000 across time zones to make it work. And so we say it's democratic. The Electric was started up in the middle of '99, really as a result of people inquiring what is possible in terms of campaigning on the internet. And that's what we're really interested in doing, is extending this to a big an audience as possible, particularly people who don't normally get on the internet. Where we have to go with computer activism is developing it as a real-world thing that ordinary people feel they can take part in. So we really do have a mission to explain what computer-based activism is all about, and show that it's relevant to people's everyday lives, and that they can take part in it, and it does, therefore, have a worthwhile place in society.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Right.
Earl Grey.
Earl Grey, yeah, I got some Earl Grey.
The teapot is rarely off the boil in an Electro Hippie's kitchen.
Yeah.
Paul's come from London to visit Tim, who's also a member of a local Greens group. The day's to be spent brainstorming ideas about the Electro Hippies' next big online action.
Who do you want to lobby?
The target is the Summit of the Americas in Quebec.
Because we've got the letter writer.
Yes. Yeah.
And I've got the distributed bandwidth thing, which is going to make the Quebec action work. I've got all that working.
Great.
So we can do that.
Yeah.
And then we just talk a bit about what's happening in Quebec, and sort of outline what the Quebec conference is all about, and what's really the Quebec state is doing to make sure people don't get anywhere near the conference. And so, online action is the only viable option if you want to make a protest. And a bit about what Electric is going to set up with some other groups in America and Canada. And really, it's just about having a bit of feedback locally about what people want to do locally.
Right.
To sort of mark the event, because we've got this idea of real-world anchors. The chickens are coming in now.
Oh, yeah, should be. Hey, wish, go on, wish.
World world's major financial centers. In the streets, a sea of umbrellas, the symbol of a mass demonstration underway in Hong Kong. Tonight, the United States is urging police in Hong Kong, which is home to some 60,000 American citizens, to show some restraint. We get our report tonight from NBC's Katie Tur.
Hundreds of thousands packed the streets of downtown Hong Kong as police fired as many as 87 cans of tear gas. Determined demonstrators shielding themselves with umbrellas and spawning the so-called umbrella revolution. Protesters, mostly students, are demanding full democracy.
You were born with democracy choices. You have free election right, but we don't. Please help us.
After Beijing announced a plan to limit candidates for the 2017 elections, and they've called for the city's top leader to step down. Britain handed over Hong Kong to China in 1997, promising the island would preserve some of its autonomy. But protesters say Beijing is reneging on that promise, dictating which candidates can even run for higher office. Alex Cho was arrested here.
You negotiate, you vote, you demonstrate, you ask the government to reform, but you could see all the methods were losing their power, and then you have no way but turn to civil disobedience action.
As Hong Kong deals with protesters, the umbrella revolution will not be Instagrammed, at least for eyes in mainland China, where social media is being censored. ITV's Lucy Watson.
There's a decidedly different atmosphere here this evening, with protesters chanting peace, love and unity in the absence of any police presence. And that's because they believe the momentum of this movement is growing.
Tonight, a cell phone vigil and uneasy memories of Tiananmen Square, as many fear the iron hand of China is tightening its grip on a city fighting.
Þá sjáumst við hérna helmingi fleiri. Við erum vonin. Takk. Haldi í sína stóla. Það eru hérna 300.000 manns sem eitthvað geta.
Ég vil líka nota þetta tækifæri til að segja.
Þegar þá sjáumst við hérna helmingi fleiri næsta laugardag.
Við teljum að það séu hefði hins vegar verið málefnalegur grundvöllur